Well, happy holidays. We're back in Lake Norman. This is where you will sit and wait to come in the house. As you walk up the passageway, you're going to see a beautiful stairwell, which will take you upstairs in a second. And then we're going to go first into the Christmas room. And you'll see there's lots of art everywhere. Lots of Christmas everywhere, including vintage. Lots of rugs throughout the house. This is a small one. More vintage Christmas. Some Leroy Neiman pieces. This is the bar area. Lots of great barware here. There'll be more in there later. A cradle. A tree, and then the ornaments are all by grab bag. Some beautiful ornaments here. We found more than we had for the first sale, actually. Then the tree, everything on the tree is eligible too. I'm going to turn to the beautiful corner cabinets, English antique. Some of the pieces in that. And around it. And more Christmas. We'll walk over to the mantle, let you get a good look at that. The andirons are for sale, and everything on the mantle. Snow babies, angels. Found these great burlap hand-done stockings, and some Kurt Adler glass ornaments. I'm going to end on the little table in the corner and our little collection of angels. Next up, the sunroom. You'll enter the sunroom off the living room. Beautiful wicker out here. These are all light fixtures which will be unboxed Friday when we're finishing up. Country table, brand new for to the sale. More wicker baskets. If you love penguins, this is the place for you. And here's more ornaments. Again, grab bag. Including these beautiful handmade ones. Next up, dining room. As you enter the dining room, we've got these amazing little miniature Hummels. That go in still lots of cotton catchies in the house. Beautiful dining room table. Full of glassware. This is a Nippon piece. This corner cabinet's not for sale, but all the sterling and silver plate is. And these are the chairs that go with the dining room table. And this is an Asian piece here. We're going to go around to the corner. The cabinet is for sale, and there's lots of these cabinets in the house. Tons of them, actually. Beautiful silver plate, tree of life. And we have a few linens that are still remaining. Next up, back in focus. We're going to focus on these little pieces. Next up, the kitchen. The kitchen's right off the dining room. Starts with this beautiful table. It's a gate leg. And then this English corner cupboard. It's pine. And it is Nutcracker Central. And vintage Santa. Another cotton catchy. Then over here, these are the chairs that go with the table. They're Windsor back. There are 8 of them. And they are beautiful. Then we got more vintage Santa. Old Salem pieces, which I love. And then on the island, great stuff. And then new to the sale, this set of Daffy Duck glasses and the Coke glasses. With more things to be displayed. There's even a professional meat cutter. This is our little North Carolina pottery section. This is all North Carolina pottery pieces. Beautiful. Then you go back to the island. There's more, as I said. Chromex piece, Chinese And here's some mid-century modern. In this case, not everything in the house is antique. And next up, the bedrooms. As you walk down the hall, we're going to go in the first bedroom, which is now a toy room. Start with a little contemporary literature, but these are all toys. Fisher-Price dollhouse, one of many dollhouses in this house. Little tea set, play school, wooden toys, another little metal dollhouse, some vintage games, Hot Wheels set, service center, wooden train set, and then Madame Alexander doll. Still a good selection. Then we found this vintage doll set, probably the early 70s. Some more Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls and handmade. Some porcelain dolls. A mantle full of interesting pieces. More dolls. More toys. Doll beds. Doll containers. American Girl pieces. And we still have in here our antiques as well. Beautiful English antique secretary and a beautiful English antique corner cabinet. And then, as I said earlier, we have lots of little cabinets. Here's some more of these little cabinets all around. And this is a Madame Alexander doll. Next up, master bedroom. As you enter the lower level master bedroom, NC State fans, we have more beds, bed frames, more vintage pieces, more finds from the attic. Still have the Sheffields, reproductions, Crocs. There's more Crocs upstairs. 10. Then the mantle is all vintage seamstress pieces. And then the bed. And the bed's filled with some cotton catchies and also some signed Norman Rockwell prints, if you can see them. They are signed. And there's some of the cotton catchies still. And then we still have framed pieces through the house. And then we found these English 5-finger vases and a piece of wedgewood. Next up, upstairs. We still have miniatures, including another dollhouse that we found. There'll be another one you'll see downstairs. And still have miniatures, miniature piece sets to put together, which we found, and more minis. If you were at the last sale, you know this is a excuse me, replica of the house, made as a dollhouse. Then we're going to go into, still have Hummels, and we found more. Beautiful hall table and 2 more demi tables that match, filled with little things we found. Some more mirrors, and these are some of the new Hummels we found here. Those two, if they'll come into focus. Then we're going to go back into the master bedroom, the guest bedroom. The bed's beautiful, still here. One of the antique commodes is here. This little piece was kind of neglected in the corner, but it's the washstand, gorgeous. And then the highboy. And some Chinese art that we found, and some brass that we found. More Chinese art. Next up, next bedroom. Okay, this bedroom is now all the pieces we found in the attic, including another Jenny Lind bed, 2 more chandeliers, some more vintage Windsor rockers, the French bed. There's another Jenny Lind, 2 of them. A huge hall mirror, a secretary filled with miniatures and some bunny rabbit stuff. And an embroidered chair. And this desk pigeon cubby hole. More art, vintage, and then a little curio cabinet. Another bedroom upstairs. 3 antique telescopes. Another secretary. Some little kids' clothes there. Nice coats, actually, suede. And a hall table with some ceramic pieces on top. As we walk down the hall, we're going to the private apartment. In here we found some vintage children's books. Nice drop leaf table, another little table, more books, another hall table, a Windsor high chair, and 2 more commodes. Has some Crocs, some vintage postcards, and then the Jenny Lind bed. One more of them. We're going to turn and see. We also have a little collection vintage party favors. Our last room is a huge basement, and it's filled with great stuff too. Metal bed frame, another dollhouse, English countryside table, and this is a very 1970s game and toy chest. Little Zenith action here. All of these little cubbies. Come into focus. A chest with some vintage fabric on top. We have student desks. We have chairs here. Whoops, come back into focus. There we go. A piano. Let's see a little more light on this piano. There we go. That's better. It's a Cable Nelson. And you can get a view of the downstairs. We're going to turn and go into the office. This is a wardrobe that needs to be put together, English, but it's all labeled. Another wardrobe, a spool desk, and then this is one of the most interesting pieces, so don't miss it in the basement. It's from a train station in rural South Carolina. It's about 8 feet long. Then down here we've also got still vintage books. And we'll hold on just a second. And we know we got some pickers out there, so we have a Picker's Delight, excuse me, off of the office. And we're going to end with a Thanksgiving and a holiday greeting. Well, we know so many of you follow us and come to our sales, and you've made the year so wonderful. We've enjoyed getting to know you. We hope to see you again in 2019, and we're looking forward to even more fun. Remember, Lake Norman, excuse me, Saturday and Sunday, Saturday after Thanksgiving. See you here.